Hello, and welcome to Satisfactory. This blueprint over here is my 3-in manufacturer blueprint. All you need to do is just connect the inputs and it automatically tiles. So in the future, if we ever need more modular engines, we're just gonna spam it that way. I don't think we'll ever run into a problem if we keep going that way. We are just solving throughput problems throughout the base. And I was also questioning where my summer sloops went. Well, they are over here. I have no idea why I have this. I am not running into any power problems anytime soon. So kindly give me back my Somer sloops. Alright, the next thing I want to get rid of is this horrible section, because this section is basically stopping the rest of this base from expanding and connecting with the steel stuff and everything else back here. So here's how we are gonna do this, because obviously we did this 10,000 years ago, so we don't really remember what's going on. We're gonna look at what's going in and what's going out. Okay, so steel pipes are coming in from over here and they are being fed to some machine that is doing something to it. Those are automated wiring, though that's an output from this facility. And the only other input from what it looks like seems to be copper ore. So what you're saying is we need to make automated wiring using copper and steel. Sounds like a good idea. Do we have any alternates for cable? I'm pretty sure there is one that uses rubber, right? We also have quick wire cable. Interesting. Let's use a rescan in hopes that we get something good. We're gonna rescan the bad ones. Sloppy alumina. Insulated cable. Okay, there we go. This sounds like a good deal. We need to combine wire and rubber, and that will give us a lot more cable, right? Because usually cable's like 2 for 1, but this will give us... yeah, this will basically quadruple the yield. Alright, let's grab this recipe, and that is what we're gonna be doing over here, because we have rubber and we have plenty of it, okay? And I'm pretty sure we're not using it for anything else at this point. Just a normal splitter system over here. The rubber can then go back down. I think it looks good. Yes, it does. As usual, we are going to disconnect the inputs for this facility so that when we destroy stuff, we don't have to deal with a gazillion items in here. While this facility is emptying itself, let's figure out what's going on over here. Okay, that is a horrible way to do it. Let's just take it straight now. These birds are really annoying and they get in the way. I am so sad. I am so sad. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Okay, the other thing is, what on earth are we using the steel for? The steels are being used for stators. Interesting. Okay, this is the only alternative that exists for stator, I believe. We don't need that, no. So we are going to continue making stators the good old way. Okay, let's upgrade this copper ore line as well. Are you MK2? Yes, you are MK2, but you are going to be MK3 now. Congratulations on the promotion. That's 120, and that is also 120. That is 240 copper ore per minute. We need stators. We need insulated cables. For both of them, we need wire. And for the wire, we need copper. And for the copper, we need, well, a miner. And if we are making 240 copper ore, excuse me, we can make 30 automated wiring per minute. Why on earth am I happy with just a couple? How much of a difference does this recipe make? Whoa! Oh my god, okay, so this recipe is almost 3 times as efficient on the copper. That is insane. And we're not really using the rubber for anything else anyway, so we might as well. Let's do it. Alright, so the first thing that I'm gonna be doing is just getting rid of, well, most of the stuff over here. Oh man, this was a good time. I thought this blueprint was literally like the best thing on the planet. It let me make cables so easily. It also gave me a nice vantage point up there on top. Oh well, it's okay. We can live without it. If a pole has only one connection, you can delete it without caring about what's connected to it. Now let's finally get rid of these horrible looking foundations, man. This is thankfully a blueprint which we can get rid of with a single click. Note to self, the stators need to go back into a dimensional depot as well as the steel pipes over here. And automated wiring needs to be sent down this line over here. Now, what's this power pole situation? I think I can get rid of you, right? No, I could not. Absolutely amazing. You can connect with that one back there, right? Yes. And you're not connected either. There we go, much better. And what are you doing? What's your purpose? Oh, you're just useless. Never mind, it was not useless either. Okay. Every single time I consider something useless, it turns out to be useful. What's going on? Is everything else powered except just you? There. Are you happy now? Okay, so this place is kind of a mess, if I'm being honest. Structurally speaking, because in some places it's really high and in some places it's really low. So let's go high. Let's go higher than pretty much everything except this one rock over here. Oh god, that's annoying. No, sir, go away. Please, for God's sake. Let me work over here. Okay, and then we need to worry about this steel line as well. That steel needs to go over there, right? Let's bring you up here, around the corner. Why can't you just go in there? That's not clipping. And now we can just spam foundations for days. This looks all right, right? Someday I'll get annoyed by these random rock faces and then I'll, hide those as well. But for now, I think this is more than enough space for us to work with. Where's my copper at? I always love doing that. Okay, so I have been thinking maybe I should use this limestone for the copper refining as well. But no, we don't have enough rubber for all of those shenanigans. So instead, I am going to color this horribly red-looking blueprint, the proper Caterium aesthetic that I'm going with right now. And even though it doesn't really matter... No, never mind. I should not upgrade this. This is so useful in the early game. No, it should continue using MK2 belts, which is pretty much the best belt for 4 smelters in the first place. So let's save this and clear. Wait, 10 million years ago, I said I would fix it if I ever update the blueprint. So I'm going to fix it. This side does not have a railing. Okay, the railing should also be Caterium, I believe. Did I miss anything? Yes, I did. Okay, there we go. Looking lovely. Let's save this. So the reason I'm not actually going to be upgrading the belts inside of this blueprint from MK2 is because it literally does not matter. These 4 smelters combined can only handle 120 per minute anyway. So as long as I just place 2 of them and then split the input before feeding them into these horrible belts, it should be fine. I'm going to upgrade one of these poles to MK3 because it gives me a nice high point with lots of connections. And yes, I am upgrading random stuff to Caterium as I work over here. I do need to change the recipe because the default one in the blueprint is set to iron ingots. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we are just gonna merge the output over here into this one belt, and then let's sync it. Well, because we can. Actually, that's not the reason I'm syncing it. I'm syncing it because if I come over here and place a throughput monitor, we are pretty much only going to have 240 per minute. Yup. So these belts, it looks bad, but it doesn't matter because they're being split into 3 ways, guys. Now, the next step, we need to convert these into copper wires. And for that, we are going to use this amazing blueprint that we have. This bad boy is going to take the input from this merger over here and feed it to 8 constructors, all of which are going to be making wires for me. But the funny part is that 8 constructors are not actually enough in this case. And for that amazing thing, I have another blueprint, which is literally a sibling of this blueprint over here. And if I place it down here in the middle, I have no idea what color this is going to be. If this is not Caterium, I'm going to be very sad. Oh my god, okay, this is an eyesore. Sir, you need to just go away right now, please. Oh, hi. Yeah, that's a bug they haven't fixed yet. Okay, blueprint designer, constructors. I wish there was a way to just change an entire blueprint's theme with a single click. Please. Is there a mod for that? Have I been wasting my time all this time doing it by hand? Anyway, let's place this constructor blueprint now. And all we need to do manually over here is just connect these center ones together. So that's going to be this, and the bottom one down there. Great. For power, you can just connect one blueprint with the other in the middle as well. Now, I'm pretty sure all the constructors are working. However, we now have a bigger problem, which is that these belts are MK4, I believe. And MK4 belts cannot carry the amount of wires that we're making over here. Thankfully, that problem is easy to solve by just upgrading the belts where they connect. Do I have a way to test this as well? Well, we are going to test this the good old-fashioned way by just syncing everything. I bet absolutely no one saw this one coming. Now, for the time being, this is gonna say 780. But once everything drains over here, this should say 480. Will that really happen? Nobody knows. We're gonna find out. Because while that drains, what we need to do is come over here and bring this rubber that we stole into our amazing factory. Now, the way this part works is actually fairly simple because once more, we have a reusable blueprint for the machine itself. Yes, I'm pretty sure I have a blueprint for every single machine right now. So life is fun. Let's place it over here this way. Okay, the rubber shall go down in the bottom one. And are you saying 480 now, or are you still draining? You are still draining, good sir. Wow. There we go. Stuff should rapidly fall now. Just like my views because I stopped recording videos. Anyway, let's assign the recipe over here, which is going to be insulated cables. Copy and paste this to everything. And finally connect the power over here, which is going to be this thing. We're going to bring it over here, and then we're going to bring it down in the jungle where nobody goes. There we go. Are you saying 480 yet? You are not. You're saying 420. That is not the right answer. It's gonna update. It's gonna update, guys. I promise. Oh, wait a second. This is like a massive manifold. Okay. It'll say 480 when this back assembler over here starts getting copper properly. Because currently all of its copper is being eaten up by these ones. Yeah, so this one's filling up, and after this one fills up, we should get 480. Okay, we can get rid of this now. Yeah, we don't need to overthink. You, sir? Oh, God, no. There we go. You can just go straight in there now. And this should start giving us our cables right here. But all we need to do is just upgrade. Well, okay, we can just upgrade all the outputs. They're right here. We don't need to upgrade the ones that are coming out of the machines, but we're going to do it anyway. However, we do need these wires for something else as well. So I'm sorry, this party needs to be stopped right now because you need to go into a splitter first. So out of the splitter, you are going to go into a lift, and that lift is going to carry you over there. Oh God, no. We need a tiny lift. Yeah, a tiny lift like that. And then you can go over there. I did not need to do this. I just wanted to. Now, the whole point of this entire stuff was so that my steel factory and stuff can connect with my main base without, there being a Frankenstein base in the middle. So it would be a shame if I don't actually do that, right? Okay, we're going to split that up and take it over here. Okay, we're going to need 2 sets of this blueprint. Okay, so that's going to be 1, and then we're going to do another one right here, right next to this. In order for them to connect to each other, we just need to destroy these lifts over here and connect them straight onward, just like that. There we go. That should be it. Okay, just a little bit cleaning up over here. We're gonna do it this way so that the splitter is right in front of the lift. And then we are going to connect it directly to the lift, just like that. There used to be a dimensional depot for steel pipes as well, so we are going to, remake that just in case we need them for something in the future. Now, the other half of these wires need to come over here, around the back. Okay, and I'm gonna get myself another one of these super short lifts so that you, sir, can go straight into that one. Lovely. Now let's assign the recipe over here as well, which is going to be stators. Let's power this up. Can we connect it to you? Yes, we can. Oh my God, everything is connected to that one pole. And the output for this is going to be stators that are going to be coming down here, then into a dimensional depot on one side. And finally, the biggest project of them all. We need 12 assemblers making the automated wire. Something tells me I should have placed this over here. But no worries at all. Okay, so that's 4, right? At least it should be 4. That's 8, and that is going to be 12. Great. Now, the good thing about this blueprint is either we feed it from one end over here at the bottom, or we can feed it from over here at the top. However, I don't think there's any harm in feeding it from this end over here, at least for now, because the resources don't really need to travel a lot. So all we need to do is just connect these together like this. Oh my god, that's too long. Excuse me, you're almost there. Just connect. And now all we need to do is just tell you to start making my automated wiring for me, please. I mean, we also need to provide it with power, but that's not really a problem. We have like an omega pole. So let's connect these together first. Daisy chain them. And then send it over to the omega pole. Can you reach? Oh my god, that's okay. We have a pole here as well. Great. Now only these 4 assemblers are going to be working because we haven't connected them together yet. Connect them straight. And then we cry because I shouldn't have gotten rid of the last one. But I'm going to do it this way. Oh yeah, that looks good as well. Why didn't I do it this way the first time around? Why did I want to not clip? Where's that other one? Yeah, where's this old one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, this one doesn't look as good as that one. Oh, also keep in mind that this input for the cables needs to be upgraded as well. Why does it need to be upgraded? Well, because we need to send in around 550 cables per minute instead of 480. So it needs to be an MK5 belt. Oh, we also messed up over here. We need to have 6 assemblers for this and 6 assemblers for this. Yeah, so the rest of this video is basically slightly zoomed out and slightly, low saturation. I wonder if you can figure out why that's the case. Hope you enjoy it. So while we do have, more than 6 for the stators, we only have 4 over here for the cables. That is okay. I'm just going to place 2 power shots into these top ones. There, now it's 6 as well. Lovely. I should have done that over there as well instead of placing the blueprint twice. But I wanted to show off, so I did. Now, I believe that should be everything over here done. This is going to be the automated wiring. And we just need to bring it down here. Wait a second. Where do we need to bring it? Over there? Hello? That's okay. I discovered this thing that looks really nice. Yeah, so if you have a curved belt and you're placing it on the wall, it does this nice little loop-de-loop. Okay, these automated wirings are just gonna go along the wall over here, all the way till the end. That is straight, right? It looks straight. So it probably is. And then they're gonna curve their way into my old line. There we go. Lovely. This is another bottleneck completely solved. Oh my god, what's going on over here? There's a bridge. Hello? Okay, what's next? Oh my god, I want to get rid of this so badly. Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, I don't think we have time for that today. However, when I was building this, I did run into a problem. If you look down there, we apparently do not have reinforced iron plates. Now, I could just steal some from this line, but I don't really want to do that. Instead, we are going to be shooting ourselves. So let's go over in this direction, please. This amazing place is making all of our reinforced iron plates. So if we just come down here and look at the container that's supposed to, store it for us. Oh, I did not have a dimensional depot here. Okay. That means I can just split this right here in the middle and place myself a dimensional depot where all of these plates are gonna start going. And from now on, we will not be disturbed by running out of plates. I'm gonna be honest, this side of the world is so peaceful compared to the rest of our base. I wonder how much rubber we're actually, using now, because that factory back there has been running for quite a while. So let me just fly my way over here. We need to come over here and find where the rubber is actually being made and then just do some quick multiplication. This over here seems to be the thing. Oh yeah, definitely. So each of these can make 20 rubber per minute. And we have, well, just until this point, right? Because those ones I kind of stole. And we have 8 of them here, so 20 times 8 is 160. Oh my god, we're gonna need more rubber really soon. Let's upgrade these. And we never actually placed a radar tower back here. Actually, we never came back here after we discovered radar towers. What else do we have around over here? We do have another pure oil node. Shall we? Should we? Well, to find out what I actually have planned for the next episode, smash that subscribe button, head down there in the description and grab your blueprints as well. And I will see you guys next time.